Yeah, I heard word around town, it's a poppin' now.
Hey yo, what is up everybody? It is the Young Hitman here. I hope you guys are doing all right. And now we have made it to 2019. We have a couple more of these to go before we have the full list set down. Now I've been making this mistake and it's very rude and inconsiderate of me. The APT creator, his name is XDD-Ray. I've been linking it in the description, but since I shot these in two different sets, like the first 4 or 5 I did in one take, and then the other 4 or 5 I'm doing right now. So I kind of like, I felt like I went over it once and I didn't go over in every single video, and that is completely like, that's impolite, that's I guess unprofessional, that's rude, it's disingenuous, it's not okay, right? So XDD-Ray, this is his list. All these videos are completely off of him. Thank you so much. You put the time into this. You deserve all the credit for that. Like I said, the link will be in the description or in the comments. I always will do that for any list or anything like that I have off of the Reddit. So thank you for saying that. Now with that being said, we are back with 2019. This is going to be the worst list, like probably the most disappointing list, because a lot of these guys have not EZA'd yet, and they have, you could argue, just reached that point where they really need the EZA, right? So for example, this guy is terrible. He's absolute shit. Like the AGL Goku and the Tech Frieza have EZA'd. They were waiting on their EZAs. I was at a point where this guy was so bad. The Tech Frieza was still better than him in my eyes. I felt like his link set was better to use. His leader skill was of course worse, but like just the other, I found more use in the Tech Frieza than I ever did this guy, and that's really just sad. Outside his leader skill, I hated him so much. Now linked up with STR Super Vegeta. 6 orb average, of course, is the APT standard, or the average standard. Linked up with AGL's, okay, so AGL Evolution Blue Vegeta. Once he becomes a Super Saiyan Blue unit, turn 1 as a Super Saiyan Blue, his APT is only 10 million. It's still underwhelming. After turn 1, his average becomes 6.3 million, still terrible. And as a Super Saiyan Blue, his defense is 252k. Now, I will say, I've seen him get higher than that, but it depends on his additional supers and the supports and stuff like that, right? So it's real pick your poison. These guys, you know, yeah, the way the APTs are set up, the supports aren't like really the factor, right? So this is just more of a bare minimum for this guy right now, I guess the best way to put it. But he's just terrible. He's terrible. His defense is 125k and his APT is 4.5 million. There's not much I can bring for you, brother. Like, there's not much I can do for you. Next up, Super Saiyan 2 Angel Goku. This guy is definitely in need of an EZA. He was really peculiar when he first came out. His transformation condition was a bit weird. The orbs were a bit weird. The Tech Vegeta, we all, at least I knew, and a couple other people knew, was going to age much better than this guy because of he was just so much more convenient. The only issue with the Tech Vegeta is that he becomes extreme class after he transformed. So we were still in a meta where we were sort of running super class just a little bit, and like, you know, certain support units that are dedicated to super tech, or like, I don't know, just super class allies that Vegeta wouldn't be able to fully take advantage of once he transformed, right? But this guy, however, he didn't link up with the Super Saiyan 2s exceptionally well because he became a Super Saiyan 3, and you couldn't link him up with the Super Saiyan 2s once he was a 3 because we didn't know exactly what to do with him. So he was in limbo, for sure. He was in limbo. His leader skill was really icky, like, you know, he was a Super Saiyan 3 lead and an Otherworld Warrior lead, but that team was not flushed out at all, so we never wanted to run him as a lead. Linked up with the Super Saiyan Goku and Gohan. Full HP, 3 orbs have been obtained, linked up with the physical Super Saiyan 3 Goku in his Super Saiyan 3 state. So yeah, I can see it. That's actually a really good rotation I've never fully thought of, I don't think. By the way, I don't own this guy. And I've never once in my days, no, let me not say that. I have not in a long time even thought of having not pulled this guy, and it does not bother me at all. Super Saiyan 3 Goku's APT is 6.29, basically 6.3 million. When he's super effective against all types, however, it jumps up to 7.8 million. Wow. Wow, he's terrible. Super Saiyan 3 Goku's defense will become 225k. Before he transforms, his defense is only 202k, and his APT is 5.5 million. Now, this guy, he has tricks up his sleeves, you know, based on the orbs and the conditions and situations and link sets and how it drastically changes, it feels like, based on his situation. But he's just right? Like he's good. He's good. He's on a 200% leader skill, right? Like beyond Super Saiyan and then Kamehameha, but it just is not hitting. It's not hitting, man. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Next up, we have STR Cooler. He hit his wall, I'd say, around a year ago now. Like I say, he wasn't good enough for the God event, so a little before the 7-year anniversary. But he was still runnable before then, right? Now he's at that wall. I have grown to really dislike Cooler. People were defending him for a long time after he had aged out, and I hate when a unit gets that out the community, because it's like, bro, you know he's not really him anymore, but you miss the days he was. So there's like a 4, 5, 7 month period, bro, Cooler was not good anymore, and people were defending Cooler. But when he transforms, his defense is 214k. I'm like, bro, get out my face with that shit, man, please. But let me stop going on a Cooler rant, because Cooler was the best TUR for a very good time. Like I really loved Cooler's prime. It was a good time in the game. I really enjoyed him. Well, no, it wasn't, because AGL 13 came out, and then he pissed everybody off because he was just a very worse version of Cooler. Oh, I miss the days of AGL 13 slander. Linked up with his physical final form state versus a pure Saiyan versus 2 enemies versus, okay, so this APT right here, when he's fighting 2 enemies, he has 5.6 million as his average, and his defense is 190k. Now, you know, of course, Cooler's support is based off how many enemies he's fighting, so that's him with 50% attack and defense and 2 key. The pure Saiyan is the crit, like, factored into his STR final form state. That is one of the best aging abilities in the game, because it's just it's only going to get ever so larger. So if Cooler were to EZA tomorrow, his prime, like, he would dominate so much content off of his ability to crit against pure and hybrid Saiyans. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Now, versus 1 enemy, his APT is slightly lower, 5.2 million. His defense is 15k lower at 175. Turn 1, when he's transformed, Jesus, man, he triples his APT damn near. 14.88 mil, and then defense is 200. See, look, I was joking. I made a joke that final form Cooler would have 214k defense. I didn't even look down there yet, and I was almost exactly right to a T, bro. I'm telling y'all, I'm a prophet. I speak pictures. But anyway, Cooler, he's in need of his EZA, man. It's that time. It's that time. Oh yeah, additionals instead of crit, because when he transforms, he's so potent, right? Of course, that makes sense. Next up, here's the Tech Vegeta I was referring to earlier. We missed this guy. You know, he's useful, but I felt like he was really good when he came out. Now, he is the best aging out of this entire list so far, for sure, but not just because of his offense, because of his defense. His guard ability is very prominent right now. He's linked up with into Majin Vegeta. They go 6 for 7, and then once he transforms, they go 7 for 7. So keep in mind right now, the notes are he has full HP, 3 orbs have been obtained. When he's Majin Vegeta with his super effective against all types, he will have an 8.7 million average. His defense will be 305k, and he can guard. Like, that's really good right now. That's not bad defensively right now. It's just when you don't give him those orbs, he can be a bit, yeah, I'm not gonna, it's not terrible. Like, it's worse options, right? But he can be a bit of a hindrance defensively, I guess is the nicest way to put it. Defense without transforming is 260k. A average is 7.4 mil. This guy he's the least, I don't know, he's the least in, like, he's last in line to get his EZA out this list. I'd say out this entire list. Now, of course, the next guy up already has his EZA, which is why we go from 7.4 million to 15.2 million APT. Tech Hit the God. Tech Hit is already getting forgotten because his team, Universal Rival Saga, hasn't been buffed in a little bit now, which is actually surprising to me. Like, I didn't think the game would go this long without giving it a buff for a long time. But I mean, we're at that state right now, and it doesn't bother me at all. I don't really care. But I'm just saying tech hit, of course, on 160% leader skill, additionals 15, critics 11, all universe survival, or excuse me, universe 6 team, so that he gets his additional buff with the universe survival saga rotation. Universe 6, why do I keep saying that? The universe 6 rotation. The enemy is stunned when he does not have, oh, that's why it's such a drastic jump. Okay, so when the enemy is not stunned, it is at a 9 million APT, which is only 1.5 million higher, of course, than Vegeta here. However, with only 4 out of his 7, what are we missing? Let me pull up my tech hit on my phone right now. I know I have Dokkan loaded up, right? But yeah, I'd say hit, wow, that's a really big jump though. I'm surprised. I feel like his APT is I wouldn't say it's low. I don't want to say it's low, but it's lower than I thought it would be. Like, I thought he would clear the rest of this list. Once I realized, because I did blink at it and I saw he was at the bottom of the list. When I saw that, I was like, yeah, he's going to clear everybody else. He's not. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like he should have been a lot higher than this. Now he has Infighter, Tournament of Power, Warriors of Universe 6, and Fierce Battle active. He is missing Cold Judgment, Experienced Fighters, and Shocking Speed. Now the only link that would matter, of course, for attack is Experienced Fighters. So he's not missing too much. Of course, this doesn't factor in. Tech hit gets such a jump from support units. Like, it's easy. Tech hit loves support, so make sure if you can, you get that you factor that into the way this guy works. All of his attack damn near coming from super attacking, so keep that in mind. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making it for you. If you did enjoy it, consider liking, subscribing, so I know to keep making these types of videos for future content. Young Hitman, bro, he's out.